Wish I was cooking eggs in Cali, dreaming in the valley, stuck in snow-filled cities where all the girls are pretty, sipping whiskey and Nevada, peeping at the mamas, swimming in the water, making music 'cause I want it now. Music 'cause I want it now. Oh, 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 oh. Champagne with my pappy, just another baddie. Parked outside the theater, too faded to see either. Pull up to 11, munchies till we 7 a.m. in the morning, making music 'cause I want it now. Music 'cause I want it now. Oh, 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 oh. This is where I want to be when I'm feeling down. Can you feel the energy in this place, in this town?
I'm showing you all my workouts, and that's great because I want you guys to see that, like, what I do to get the body that I have. But I think it would be more beneficial if I also explained for people out there who maybe are a little bit self-conscious about this type of thing, about, you know, working out, and if their position is good, to show you a step-by-step, like, this is how I do it, and it's an effective way to do a movement. So I'm just going to go through it with you on my computer. First movement is a squat, and a lot of people don't do squats because they think they're intimidating. As you can see with my movement, I'm getting very low. Now, my technique may be different to a lot of people's. Specifically, in my case, I lean forward a bit more than some people. It's almost because I need that in order to balance myself. You just don't want to be leaning forward too much so you lose your balance.
Mamas swimming in the water, making music 'cause I want it now. Music 'cause I want it now.
My deadlifts, now this is a straight leg deadlift, you want to make sure that your back is straight so you can get as much mobility as you can, as well as activating your hamstring as much as you can, because you don't want to use your back.
Oh, oh. Champagne with my pappy, just another baddie. Parked outside the theater, too faded to see either. Pull up to 11, munchies till we 7 a.m. in the morning, making music 'cause I want it now. Music 'cause I want it now.
The GHR variation, I'm activating my glutes and my hamstrings, as you can see. This movement is a little bit tricky. You want to make sure that you're not close and you're not too far away. You should be in a comfortable position. I'm on my tiptoes basically. And when I come up, I squeeze my glutes together. I personally believe that if you close your eyes, it makes it easier to feel what you're using. With my pec decks, just make sure that when you're coming to the end of the movement, that when you come together, your arms are as straight as possible. They can be slightly bent when you're going out, but when you come together, just make sure they're as straight. Then with abductors, I think an abductors is a pretty simple movement. It's just pushing your legs out. You should feel a burn right about here, so when you come out, you'll feel it here. It's working basically the very top part of your quad and around your glute. I can't tell. So I have one movement in pecs. Most of that workout was legs, and people want to know like specifically just bum movements or just quad movements or just leg movements. But my workouts aren't based around just one body part or one muscle group. I basically work every part of my body in every workout. I do this because it's a great way for me to build my body. And a lot of people say, oh, you need to give your body time to rest. And to be honest, I do. I work out 5 times a week and I give myself 2 days off, which is more than a lot of people do. For example, my PT works between 6 and 7 times a week. Now my body physically doesn't work like that, and this week I'm working out until I go on holiday, which means that I haven't given myself a rest day, and this is now my 8th day, and it does take its toll. I can't lift as heavy as I did at the beginning of the week, which is completely understandable because my muscles are tired and they haven't had time to heal after I ripped them. Make sure that you're getting rest and don't feel like you have to work just one part of your body. And ladies, there is nothing wrong with working your chest. I am personally flat-chested, but just because you work your chest does not mean you're going to lose your boobs. You won't. Don't be afraid to work everywhere. I mean, I even hear professional fitness models and girls online who are talking about how they don't want to work their back because they don't want it to get too hench. It's so difficult to build muscle. Like, even if you had it in the first place, like if you were a swimmer, yes, you're going to have that muscle already developed in your back, so it will be easier to just pump it up and push it and make it look better. But to actually grow muscle is very, very difficult. That's why you go on like year or like very long bulks and just to grow just that little bit more. So girls, if you're going to a gym and you're like, oh, I don't want to get too big, I don't want to get gross and hench, you're not going to. It's so difficult. That's why it's a sport. And that's why there's bodybuilding competitions, not everyone can do it. I'm natural, so it's even harder for me because I don't take injections and steroids. But yeah, believe me when I tell you that going to the gym isn't going to make you hench and disgusting and unattractive. If you're going to get a body which you desire, it will show you that it's possible. And if you're just going to be healthy, even better. I hope this is helpful because I know how difficult it can be to go to a gym and not know what you're doing, but just make sure that you keep in mind what I've said about the movements if you're going to attempt them.
Where all the girls are pretty, sipping whiskey in Nevada, peeping at the mamas, swimming in the water, making music cause I want it now.